Hey, fairy grasshoppers, it's Bridget. Nice to see you today. I am getting ready to go run some errands. And before I do that with my kid, doing the back to school stuff. Actually, I made some orders, so I got to go pick them up at the Target. I'm actually going to go to Menards too to pick up some shelves. I'm getting a bunch of shelves, like a freestanding shelving unit to put all his Legos on. He does these like mock setups of Legos. There's a whole bunch on the table right here in front of me, so I need to get them somewhere so they're organized. So they're getting out of my space. We're actually in the kitchen right now, so you might hear stuff, dogs, other people, like my kid, etc. Whatever. I want to take some time to be with you guys. We need to work with some nice grounding cards today. Let's do a card reading for you. Destiny. Let's have that be the theme. Destiny. What is your destiny? Let's have some fun with that. What is your destiny with the Sacred Destiny cards by Denise, Linn? Is that dramatic? Yeah, I like to be dramatic. If I'm in a mood to be dramatic, let me be dramatic. All right, so we're going to use these cards. Nice and grounding. Destiny, what is your destiny? Let's get some access to some of that info for you today. Card readings are a great way to keep you inspired and working toward positive outcomes, positive results, and positive living. Focus on the positive, the good stuff, right? Okay. I'm not talking about ignoring the bad stuff. I'm just talking about let's mix it all in and make a casserole with the ingredients that we have left over, right? Okay, so the first card that we get is, this is going to be important for you in order to embrace your destiny and the energy of what your future might hold for you. This is going to be an important card for you. Forgiveness. I have a friend that, a coach actually, a divine feminine coach that I work with, and we've coined the term grace in the energy of forgiveness. And so instead of saying I forgive you, or I need forgiveness, or I'm sorry, or I apologize, we focus on the concept of grace, having grace, like laying it out like a blanket and working with the energy of grace. So forgiveness. If forgiveness is a really big deal for you, if it's a big word, if it's a big hurdle, if it's a barrier, if it's resistance, are you resisting your destiny, the beauty of the vision that you hold for your future? That's how I would describe or define the term destiny as we are connecting with it right here, right now, is the hope and the optimism of the vision for your future that is good and fulfilling and just embraced and embodied. You embraced and embodied as your full authentic self to the best you can. So this energy of forgiveness could also represent some of the resistance. Like, how are you holding yourself back? Because we are. I know. I've been doing lots of work around holding myself back. And when you start to realize things that aren't working, it can be very, very painful. And guess what, you guys? That's normal. It's normal to feel bad and feel some pain. You can't avoid that. You can try to numb it, but we all know that doesn't work so well long term. You can't really step into the fullest vision of your future when you are held back in pain because you're avoiding letting yourself feel and let the flow of energy move. Feeling is not about digging into the pain and wearing it like a coat everywhere you go and showing it to everybody and being all, yeah, I'm dark, I'm wounded, I'm broken, everything about me is bad, just stay away, I'm bad. Or I'm so powerful, nobody can hurt me because I'm so bad. That's not what feeling your pain is about, okay? It's not honor. It's part of the natural organic process of you. And the feeling of the emotions isn't about wearing your pain like a badge. It is about letting the pain flow, letting it become part of the wholeness, of the fullness of you, letting it become compost and mulch so it can nurture the soil of what you are dreaming for your life, what you are creating for your life. And guess what? Change is not easy. It's not. And it's not without pain. That's why we call it growing pains. So I'm thinking about my kids and all of our kids as they're going to do the whole school thing, or it's the fall, they're going back to school, whatever that looks like in your area, okay? Growing pains, thinking of growing pains, like physical body, like the physical body of the joints of these kids when they grow so fast, their knees can get really sore, their legs can ache. And that's what we refer to as growing pains, like physical, tangible feeling of expansion. It's natural, it's organic. And growing pains, like when you have to learn something new, like when you start college, like if you're going back to school and you're doing all online stuff and you're working on your degree and all that stuff is new to you. If you haven't been to school for 20 years, you know, like you haven't done biology for 20 years or math or whatever, or just the technology is like crazy. There's a big learning curve and there's some pain there. There's some growing pains. But when you invest and let yourself be in the process and give yourself the grace, the forgiveness to flow and grow with the flow of the feelings and emotions, you're going to want to give up sometimes. You're going to feel like crap sometimes. But it is in those times where when you practice forgiveness of yourself, in other words, don't be so hard on yourself, forgive yourself, give yourself grace. When your brain is being hard on you and you're going to sabotage yourself and you're going to tell yourself how you're not good enough or not worthy enough or not smart enough or not pretty enough or not something talented enough, whatever that not is for you, give yourself forgiveness and use the thoughts to be able to practice that forgiveness so that then the feelings can flow and so then there's movement and it all works together. It all works together. And look at this gorgeous energy. Look at that moon, reaching for the moon. Look at that. Oh, that energy of the moon is the divine feminine for me. That energy of either the sunrise or the sunset, the beginning or the ending. The beginnings and endings look very familiar. Don't they? Neither one are easy. They're unknown territory. They can create some sadness. They can. But just because you feel emotion that's hard, it doesn't mean that you're bad or you made a bad choice or that you're in the process of change that isn't good for you. It doesn't mean that. It means that you have an opportunity to really embrace that energy of grace within you, to really love yourself deeper and fuller, and to mix it all in like a casserole. I'm not kidding. Mix all that crappy stuff in, you know, like the vegetables nobody likes. You just chop that. You know, I used to do this with the kids. Side random conversation here. I used to chop up spinach and mix it in with the spaghetti sauce, mix it in with the chili, mix it in with the soups, because the kids wouldn't eat it otherwise. So maybe, just maybe, pain is like that too. It helps to support the energy of you. This is just so beautiful. Here we go. Nice deep breath in. Heart-based energy. Exhale out. Nice. All right. Okay, so again, this is from the Sacred Destiny deck by Denise, Linn. I'll put a link below to this deck and some other decks that I use, most common. I do like Denise Linn's decks. This feels very grounded. This deck is really grounded. You can take this word, forgiveness, you can journal about it, you can use other words that are more of a fit for you. Honor your process, be gentle with yourself wherever you're at, whatever you're dealing with. And remember, this particular reading was focused on your destiny or the beautiful vision of your future. So I'm Bridget. Hey, nice to see you. If I haven't seen you for a while, hey, if you're new here, hi. Make sure you click the bell notifications here on the YouTube. There's been some weird stuff with YouTube lately, so whether you're here on Fairy Grasshopper or on Above Life channel, my other channel, where I share my mediumship and afterlife spirit guest channeling sessions every week, make sure you click the bell notifications and set your notices so that you get the access to the videos when they come live. I also do post on Facebook. I know that's kind of old school, but it works for me. On Bridget Inspired, that link is below on Facebook and Instagram. So you might catch a video snippet on Bridget Inspired on Facebook. Sometimes I will post my videos over there too, from Fairy Grasshopper. So, all right. So thanks for watching. I hope I've inspired your spirit today and filled you with some hope, encouraged you to live your life. This is your beautiful life after all, as messy as it might be right now. Okay, I'm encouraging you, all right? I believe in you, all right? You're gonna move through this time. You are. I know it might not feel like it right now, but you are. You are. And it's your life after all. It's your life. and you get to live it. Just live it.